Hello and welcome to Oweleketv News. I am Confidence Oko. Thank you for joining us. And now the news headlines. Group calls for the prosecution of Hadi Siriki over Nigeria air scandal. Peter Obi presents 12 questions in court to request information from INEC. CAN chairman in Kaduna State says El-Rufai needs to be checked mentally. And in sports, Scottish powerhouse Glasgow Rangers offers bright osayi Samuel £9 million. Welcome back. Now the news in details. In order to dispense compressed natural gas to automobiles that run on gas, oil marketers are now changing some of their trucks to start distributing gas to filling stations. On Thursday, it was learned that roughly 800 tankers, which had previously been used to transport petrol to gas stations, were being modified by marketers to begin transporting gas to retail establishments. The marketers also disclosed that certain filling stations that supplied premium motor spirit, more commonly known as petrol, were now collecting CNG dispensing pumps. They claimed that after President Bola Tinubu declared on May 29, 2023 that subsidy is gone, the federal government stopped providing PMS subsidy. The movement gathered steam. The federal government had been advocating against the extensive use of PMS and in favor of CNG used by drivers. Operators said that gas was not only more affordable than subsidized petrol, but also cleaner and widely available in Nigeria. Some of my members have started signing up to dispense gas at their stations, as well as the collection of gas in their outlets, said Chinedu Okonkwo, National President for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. Over 500 of the well-known independent marketers' trailers were donated for conversion into gas delivery vehicles. When the Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association of Nigeria met with Tinubu at the State House on Wednesday, they pledged to provide 100 CNG diesel-powered 50-seater buses to make it easier for the most vulnerable people to get around. This gave the movement to switch to gas-powered vehicles even more momentum. The group's representatives, Winifred Bani, the managing director of Northwest Petroleum and Gas Company Limited, had disclosed at the meeting that the new locally produced buses would cost 100 million naira each and operate on gas. The head of IPMAN also revealed that marketers were being required to pay extra money for petrol that had not been provided to them prior to the removal of the subsidy. He claimed that the sole importer of the goods, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, had ordered oil traders to pay the additional amount, which was between 13 million naira and 14 million naira. The immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari, asked for a loan from the federal government to pay some judgment debts totaling over 600 billion naira, but the House of Reps did not approve it before its adjournment on Wednesday. The report on the presidential request was delivered by Ahmed Dayabu, the chairman of the House Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management, on Wednesday. However, the MPs decided that work on the report had not yet been completed and postponed consideration of it until the 10th House. At the end of his presidency, Buhari had written to the National Assembly to request their consent to pay the government's judgment debts, which is in tune of about $600 billion, 900 million pounds, and 226 million naira. The government would make the payment by issuing promissory notes, according to the president in a letter to the Speaker of the House of Reps, Femi Bajabiamila, and President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan. In the meantime, the ad hoc committee to investigate the alleged loss of over $2.4 billion in revenue from the illegal sale of 48 million barrels of crude oil in 2015, including crude oil exports from 2014 to date, considered and adopted its findings. The committee's chairman, Mark Billa, presented the findings earlier on Tuesday through the panel still summoned more top officials of the last administration at its investigative hearing on Monday. The committee claimed to have determined the claim to be untrue regarding the supposed loss of over $2.4 billion in income from the unlawful sale of 48 million barrels of crude oil export in 2015. Moving on now, President Bola Tinubu's discussions with lawmakers-elect failed to find a solution to the All Progressives Congress zoning dispute 5 days before the 10th National Assembly's commencement. The Senate President and Deputy Senate President positions were microzoned by the APC National Working Committee to Senators Godswill Akpabio from the South-South and Jibrin Barau from the Northwest, respectively. However, several candidates, including Senators Orji Kalu, Abia North, Osita Izunaso, Imo West, and Abdulaziz Yari Zamfara West, have adamantly said that they would not withdraw from the race in favor of the party's consensus choice. In the House, the APC leadership had also nominated Tajuddin Abbas, a member-elect from Kaduna Northwest, as a candidate for Speaker, while Benjamin Kalu, a member-elect from Abia State Southeast, won the position of Deputy Speaker. As of Thursday, the candidates who were among the lawmakers who met with the president on Wednesday night at the Aso Villa in Abuja were still pushing their colleagues and devising plans to overturn the APC zoning system for the NASSS major positions. This is taking place as measures to thwart the APC's plans for the NAS leadership positions have been finalized by the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party. The PDP said on Thursday that it had entered into a pact with other opposition parties in order to use their combined strength to sway the election of the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the President of the Senate. The Punch reports that at least 2 members of the G7, a group of anti-zoning aspirants for the Speaker position, might contest against Abbas. However, the group has not formally named its preferred candidates to challenge Abbas. Sani Jaji from Zamfara State and Sada Soli from Katsina State are G7 members who share the same geographical region as the APC candidate, although Abbas is from Kaduna State in the Northwest. We'll now be going on a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back from the break. Reverend Father Hyacinth Aliyah, the governor of Benue State, has expressed regret over the alleged widespread looting of the Makurdi government house by the previous administration, which was headed by Chief Samuel Otom. He noted that Otom left without even one official vehicle. In addition, Aliyah claimed that he inherited the state's pensioners and public servants' accumulated months' worth of unpaid salary and benefits, as well as an empty treasury and a staggering 187.56 billion debt profile. Aliyah expressed regret that Otom left the administration owing public servants salary arrears and suggested that the PDP apologize to the state citizens. This information was disclosed by Governor Aliyah in a statement issued by Terso Kula, his chief press secretary. Moving on now. Following the leaked video of Nasiru El-Rufai, the immediate past governor of Kaduna State, in which he was seen saying that the Muslim ticket in Kaduna and Nigeria has come to stay for the next 20 years, the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria in Kaduna State, Reverend Joseph John Hayab, in an exclusive interview with Oweleketv said El-Rufai is simply seeking relevance and needs to be checked mentally.
How could a leader who swore by the Constitution, by the Quran, to defend the Constitution of Nigeria speak such words? Because at the time he made those remarks, he was still a governor. So you can see how he violated his oath. He did not show that he was a statesman, rather did he show that he was someone who loves unity. So Nigerians now can see and understand who El-Rufai is. And we have many like him in Nigeria who think they are smart, who think they can play around and then cause division among people so that they will continue to suppress people. During El-Rufai's reign, Nigerians must remember that so many lives were lost because El-Rufai was tactically creating unnecessary tension so that he will hide under insecurity to steal our money. And when you ask him to account, oh, the money we are used for security, ask the security agencies whether they really got money. Why were they not able to stop the killings? Because there was really nothing, but he uses that to hide, to steal our money. I used to say this, and I will say it here, that sometimes in this country, one of the key problems we have is that we allow people to lead us without some check. What is the check? I'm saying we only care what is their certificate and what is their age, whether they are qualified by age or certificate. No, I think we should check whether they are mentally all right to lead us. Some people are actually mad people. But
so are you saying El-Rufai is not mentally all right?
See, we need to go to the hospital. We need to take him to psychiatric to confirm, because a man who is really in his senses will not say what he's saying. Because how could you as a leader want to destroy your state, want to destroy your country? No, something is definitely wrong with you. A true leader unites. A true leader tries to build structures and build institutions that will keep the people together, because no community develops or progress in an atmosphere of chaos and confusion or division. So I don't see a true leader who is in his senses will want to deliberately create artificial division or create division using either ethnic, religious, sectional, or whatever identity. No, that person needs a change. So when we go to psychiatric and come back, we'll be able to confirm what I've just said.
Moving on to other news stories. The former Minister of Aviation, Hadi Siriki, has been sought for arrest and prosecution by the concerned Northern Forum due to his alleged involvement in the Nigeria Air scandal. The call came after Nigeria Air was labeled a fraud by the House of Reps Committee on Aviation. The federal government was also ordered to suspend the airline by the committee. The supposed Nigeria airplane that landed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja on the 26th of May 2023 was a chartered Ethiopia Airlines aircraft, according to Dayo Olumide, the managing director of Nigerian Air. On Monday, Olumide revealed this when responding to senators' inquiries. The former aviation minister should be detained and brought to justice by the EFCC, the Northern Organization demanded in a statement released by its head, Ali Muhammad, on Thursday. And now over to the Election Petition Tribunal story. On Thursday night, the Labour Party and Peter Obi, its presidential candidate in the 25th of February election, asked the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja for permission to question the INEC. The LP and OB are requesting information from INEC about the information and communication technology expertise they utilized to conduct the poll, amongst other things. OB presented 12 questions to be sent to INEC in 2 different motions argued by their attorney, Patrick Ikweto, in an effort to support their suit or question the validity of the election. If the interrogatory application were granted, the petitioners claimed it would support their assertions that the election's conduct was faulty. Kemipin Herald, the attorney for INEC, contested to the decision on the grounds that the application was filed outside the legal window of time. He argued that the court lacked authority to consider the motion because it had been moved beyond the pre-hearing session. Also, the proposal was contested by Tinubu's attorney Akin Olujimi and APC's attorney Lateef Fagbemi. The decision regarding Obi and his party's interrogatory applications were reserved by the presiding justice Haruna Tsamani. He postponed the petition's remaining hearings until today, Friday. In the meantime, amid intense opposition from the respondents, the People's Democratic Party and its candidate Atiku Abubakar on Thursday called their first subpoenaed witness at the Presidential Election Petition Court. Friday, Iguma, an INEC ad hoc employee, testified before the court that he worked as the presiding officer at polling unit 17 in Aba North, Abia State. When transferring the captured presidential results to the INEC results viewing portal, Iguma claimed to have encountered technical difficulties in his testimony to the court. He said that after being recorded on the bimodal voters accreditation system, the results could not be electronically communicated in real time. During his cross-examination by INEC's attorney A.B. Mahmood, SAN, Iguma provided the testimony. He emphasized that the issue he ran into exclusively related to the presidential results because the results for the House of Rep and Senate elections were seamlessly electronically submitted to the portal. However, he pointed out that in his circumstance, using an offline mode was an alternative. Prior to the witness testimony, the respondents had objected to using his deposition as evidence. Until the verdict was rendered, the court held off ruling on the objection. Up next is international news after the break. Welcome back from the break. Russian Consulate General in the city and 2 Egyptian security sources confirmed on Thursday that a Russian national was killed in a shark attack close to a beach at the Egyptian Red Sea resort of Hurghada. Without identifying the victim, Egypt's Environment Ministry said in a statement published on Facebook that a tiger shark was to blame for the death of a beachgoer. The statement added that local officials had enforced a ban on swimming, snorkeling, and other water sports activities on many beaches close to the attack site. A team from the ministry and other authorities were able to capture the shark, it said. And now over to sports news. The Scottish powerhouse Glasgow Rangers reportedly made a £9 million offer to Fenerbahce winger Bright Osayi Samuel this summer, according to the Turkish publication Spokes. The adaptable defender has been connected with English clubs Leeds United and Bournemouth. According to sources, Leeds United has started negotiations over a possible transfer for the Nigerian. The 25-year-old started his professional career with Blackpool, where he played in 79 games, and then transferred to Queen's Park Rangers, where he played in an additional 115 matches. According to Spokes, the right back is Michael Beale's top priority, therefore a move to Scotland appears to be in the cards. Mert Modi is a summer transfer target for Fenerbahce. Thus, the Turkish club will consider bids around €10 million for Osayi Samuel to aid with their financial situation. And just before we go, we'll be joining Hadiza Galadima for entertainment tidbits.
Thank you, Confidence, and welcome to Entertainment Tidbits. The nominees for the 2023 BET Awards are here as Nigerian Afrobeat stars Burna Boy, Tems, Ashake, and Arya Star have made the nomination list for the upcoming 2023 BET Awards slated for Sunday, 25th June. Megastar Burna Boy has earned multiple nominations for Best International Act, Video Director of the Year, and Male R&B Pop Artist, while Tems got nominated for Best Female Art and the Best Collaboration for her part in Futures Wait For You, while Arya Star and Ashake earned their first nomination for Best International Art and Best New International Art, respectively. Still on the Nigerian music industry, where sensational singer Divine Ikubo, popularly known as Rema, has broken the record for the longest-running song by an African artist atop the Billboard World Digital Song Sales. His hit song Calm Down featuring Selena Gomez has spent a record of 18 weeks at #1, surpassing Wizkid and Tems Essence, which spent 17 weeks atop the chart. The hit song has also debuted at #5 on the official Billboard Song of the Summer chart, making it the first African song to appear on the chart. That's it on Entertainment Tidbits. I am Hadiza Galadima. Back to you, Confidence.
Thank you so much, Hadiza. And that's it for the news on Oweleketv today. But before we go, here is a recap of the headlines. Group calls for the prosecution of Hadi Siriki over Nigeria air scandal. Peter Obi presented 12 questions in court to request information from INEC. CAN chairman in Kaduna State says El-Rufai needs to be checked mentally. And in sports, Scottish powerhouse Glasgow Rangers offers Bright Osayi Samuel £9 million. Do not forget to subscribe and follow our YouTube channel at Oweleketv. You can also follow our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Oweleketv. You should visit our website at Oweleketv to catch up with all our news stories. Till I come your way next time with more news updates, I am Confidence Oko. Thank you for watching.